Halo Infinite came home early. So you're new to Halo and you want to get good. So here's a couple of tips to help you out. Know how each weapon works. Each weapon is different from each other and can be used in various ways to destroy your opponent. For example, the battle rifle is a mid to far range weapon that is great for dealing headshot damage, whereas something like the assault rifle or the AR is better for close to mid range combat. But it can't deal consistent headshot damage. To be honest, you would mostly use this weapon to pray and spray on your targets. Or how about the famous Needler, where firing enough rounds into someone will make them explode? Be sure to try out every weapon in the firing range in order for you to understand how each weapon works. I didn't know how the disruptor weapon works, but now that I've tested it out, I know how to use it. Use your grenades and melees. Grenades are a great way to either straight up kill or lower the shields of your enemies. You just need to understand how to use your grenades efficiently. This game has 4 different grenades that you either start with or you can pick them up from around the map. The frag grenade is normally your default grenade, and it's pretty simple. Once it bounces off the ground, it will explode. Most people either bounce it off the floor so that it can explode in front of them, or they would throw it around corners. It doesn't have the power to kill someone unless their shield is down, but it can be useful for lowering a person's shield. The plasma grenade, or normally known as the sticky grenade, pretty much does the thing a sticky grenade would do. It sticks on people. Unlike the frag grenade, this grenade doesn't bounce far, so don't expect the same results as the frag grenade. The spike grenade is another sticky grenade, but this can stick on surfaces. So if you know there's an enemy around the corner, you can just throw it on the wall and see the spikes fly out in the opposite direction. However, I think they need to increase the damage on these grenades, because back in Halo 3, I normally would die from one of these grenades at this range. Either way, you can still damage or potentially kill someone like this. The dynamo grenade is a new grenade introduced in this Halo game, and it just constantly bounces and damages both enemies and yourself that are nearby this grenade. They can be great for throwing it in closed tight spaces with barely any room to move around, or to just force someone out of their tiny camping spot. Now, if you manage to get close to your enemies, make sure to melee them. It takes 2 melee hits to kill, but if the enemy shield is down, then it's just 1 slap and they're dead. If they have an overshield, it should take 3 hits to kill, because 1 melee hit takes down 1 shield. It's also 1 slap to kill if you manage to get behind someone and hit their back, even if they have an overshield. Sadly, I've died many times when I had an overshield and another guy came up behind me. Know your maps. Just like every Halo game, you need to know the map, from the best places to be to knowing where each weapon spawns. You need to know these things if you want to get the upper hand in your fights. For example, knowing the location of where the battle rifle spawns is critical, because you can always come back around to see if that weapon has spawned. Of course, the game does a great job on showing where the power weapons spawn, but don't be sleeping on the other weapons that don't have an indicator telling you where the other weapons are. 343 kindly introduced a scan button so that you can see where the other weapons are on the map. Pressing down on the D-pad lets you scan everything that's in your line of sight. This is very helpful for anyone just learning where each weapon is on the map. Eventually, it should become second nature for you to know where each weapon is. Be sure to use your equipment. Equipment can help you out in some situations. The grapple shot can be great for moving around the map, and for some other stuff. Stuff like grabbing a weapon from afar, hooking onto someone running away, or just jumping on vehicles. There's the drop shield, which is great for blocking bullets. I can't wait to see someone just throw this in someone's face when they're firing a rocket launcher. The thrusters from Halo 5 make a return as an equipment. They're great for just surprising an enemy in the middle of a gunfight, or to just evade an attack from the enemy. Try to experiment with all of these equipments because they can help you out in some fights. Finally, stick to your teammates. If you want to win your fights, you gotta stick together. I've had many gunfights where there's always more than one person shooting me down. They would win that fight 10 out of 10 times. There can be a few cases where you can kill 2 or more guys, but that's only possible if you get them in a surprise attack where no one's focused on you, you have a power weapon like a rocket launcher, or your teammates weakened them already. Be sure to keep an eye out on your teammates, because they might actually need some help, and then you get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You get to protect your teammates, and you get a nice easy kill. Keep all of these things in mind, and I'm sure you'll be able to get some kills here and there. I hope you guys found this video useful in some way. Be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel for some more, and I shall see you guys later.